For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC25 coins, remember to check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for a massive 5% off your order. Link is down below. Go and check them out. Yes then YouTube, we are back, but first I hope again you had a merry Christmas, and whatever you are doing for your new year, I hope you have a happy new year. Now today's Friday's video is going to be on a formation that I personally have gone back to using. It is the formation I like to call your bread and butter, and it is the formation you are looking at right on your screen right now. Yes, it is the 4-4-2. An amazing formation. I absolutely can't even speak. I absolutely love it, and I personally, YouTube, have now gone back to using it. And remember, the code will be in the last 10 to 15 seconds of the video, and it will also be the top pinned comment down below, so you can just type in the code and you will literally use the exact same custom tactics that I am using. Bish bash bosh, straight as a nut. So there we go, the 4-4-2. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into it. Custom, of course, on the tactical preset, as always. It is the 4-4-2 flat, so the one with the two central midfielders rather than the two CDMs that I know that you can use. I personally have actually tried it with the two CDMs. I just don't really like it, so that's why I've never done a video on it on FC25. I don't really think it's an amazing formation on FC25. It is good and a lot better defensively than the 4-4-2 flat, but going forward there's just way too much of a big gap between your midfield and your two strikers. So the build-up style is unbalanced, but you can use a little bit of your own initiative with that. So if you want to use counter, you definitely can. Counter is very good and something that you can use, and it definitely is meta. But me personally, I do just prefer balanced. I don't know why, I like to feel in control of my players when I'm using custom tactics. I like the custom tactics to be there and help me out, but not completely change the way that the team plays. I personally like to be in control. It's why a lot of my custom tactics are very balanced, because I like to do a little few tweaks here and there in game if I need to. And then the defensive approach, because the line height is still glitched on the game, you can only use 25, 50, 70 or 95. They're the only ones you can use. Even if you want to use 94, it will be 95, blah, blah, blah. So I personally use now 50, which is balanced on the line height. The reason being, of course, the chip through ball meta is still here and it is still very broken. So, of course, me in the Elite Division Rivals, or currently in Division 1, I think I am now because of the new season reset or whatever, I just play people that just constantly use and abuse that first time through ball meta. So if I play a high defensive line, I really struggle with it. So that's why I use 50 on the line height. The player roles, now, I personally would copy this bar for bar, player for player. Personally speaking, I would copy it play for play. It's very good. I personally think now this is the best 4-4-2 custom tactics that I've used this year, that I've now come up with here. They are still very similar to the ones I've used before, but there are a few tweaks that I've done. I think it is the best ones that I've done. I'm falling back in love with the 4-4-2 now. So, left-sided striker, advance forward, and support, and that means that striker will kind of play as like a false 9, but they won't drop as deep as a false 9, so they will kind of play as like a hybrid false 9 / striker number 11, so kind of like a 10.5 is what I would class that. And then the right-sided striker is then advanced forward with attack. So the right-sided striker will constantly play on the last shoulder, will constantly make them penetrating runs in behind. So personally speaking, I would have your more quicker player on the advanced forward and attack. I know my R9 is quicker than Rashford, but Rashford doesn't have the dribbling that R9 has, so Rashford is just better just getting in behind, really. Both the left midfielder and the right midfielder are both on inside forward and balanced. Yes, so they are both on inside forward and balanced, so they both will make that penetrating runs inwards towards my striker. Very nice. Now the left-sided central midfielder is then going to be on box-to-box and balanced, and you will see why I use my left-sided central midfielder as my box-to-box when you see what I have my fullbacks on. So there is method to the madness there, believe you me. Right-sided central midfielder is then going to be on playmaker and attack. I do think roaming is good as well, so definitely give that a go. But me personally, I do just now prefer that playmaker attack on the right central midfielder. Now the right back is then on fullback and defender, and that is why I use my right-sided central midfielder as the playmaker, because we've got that defensive solidity behind us with the right back that we don't really need. We can kind of just get away with being a lot more attack minded with that right sided central midfielder than we can the left sided central midfielder. Both centre backs are just on defender and defend, nice and simple, and then the left back is then on wing back and balance. So that is why I like my left-sided central midfielder to still help out with the defensive third of the game, because we do have the left back not bombing on as such, but giving us that overlapping run on that left-hand side. And then the goalkeeper, and balanced. And that right there, as you do see the code right on your screen, and remember, it will be the top pinned comment as well, is my brand new updated 442 custom tactics video for you. Remember, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Any questions you do have, leave them below. I do try and reply to every single comment on every single video, so do try and leave a comment and I will reply to it. Don't forget to like the video, and as well, hit that subscribe button to my channel. Let's start the new year off with a bang. Let's get the subscribers rolling in. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive male attitude. Peace out. One.